Hello Leo couples, this is Dot from Dragonflysoultarot, and today we are doing the 6-month reading from July 2021 to the end of the year, December 2021, heading into January, February 2022. So what I am going to do is I'm going to draw 15 cards. We're going to look at you, we're going to look at them, the union, advice, and the possible outcomes. And yeah, this is for Leo couples, so let's get started. Without further ado, we have the Fool. So this first row indicates you, where you are. We have the World. And we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So them is the Seven of Wands. Pardon me. The Wheel of Fortune. And the Ten of Swords. Okay. So the union itself, we have the Strength card, we have the Empress, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. For advice, we have the King of Cups, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the King of Swords. Oh wow, interesting. 3 people. And in the possible outcomes, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Star card, and we have the Five of Swords. All right, Leo, what is going on? Let's take a closer look here. So, all right, so let's start at the beginning. This is you. You had really, really high expectations of this relationship, going into it like a fool. But, you know, you're going in, you're coming into your own now. You're changing your perceptions of the world. Your world is changing, and you're wondering whether they're going to be able to come along with you on this journey where you're headed. Okay, so when you were with them, you may have had unrealistic expectations, unconsciously putting all your ideals on them, and now you've come to the point where you're changing and they're not keeping up, so you're wondering about where this relationship is going. The World also can indicate that even though you had high expectations, what they are turning out to be, what they have turned out to be, is what you wanted all along anyways. But, you know, sometimes we get to a point in our lives where even things that are good in our lives, we question them because we wonder if there's something better out there, or maybe we feel like we didn't... we overestimated them. Now, where they are, we have the Seven of Wands, we have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Wheel. So they've come across some poor luck lately. So they are really struggling in either an emotional sense or a financial sense, where they are putting in a lot of effort just to stay just to keep the status quo, so to speak. I'm not sure if this pertains to you. It seems more like a personal thing to them. They may be going through some depression and not letting you know about it. They may feel betrayed by the world in some sense. I don't think that they feel betrayed by you, but they feel like you maybe aren't giving them what they expected as well. And remember, the Fool is high expectations. So you had high expectations of them. Maybe they had high expectations of you as well. So things have changed for them. They're going through a tough time, and they're seeing you that you are not having as rough a time as them, and they may feel like they are betrayed, like you're turning your back on them possibly, while they are working really, really hard to overcome whatever it is they're going through, because they're going through a tough time. All right, so the union itself, we have the two major arcanas. We have the Strength card, and we have the Empress, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so things are stagnant. They're a little bit slow, even though you are both very much alike and you care about each other very much. To each other, you are home. So when you are together, you are very, very happy. Although things are not changing very much, not in the relationship itself. Maybe you are changing. You are thinking about moving into some sort of new phase in your life, but the relationship itself is stuck in this old idea of, well, the devil you know, so to speak. So you're very, very happy where you are now, but could you be happier? There's no way to find out, because the things are just going to keep going along as they are right now. Now we do have the Strength card here, which is a very passionate card. So you're very passionate about each other, even though it may not be sexual, but you would do anything for each other. So you have this really good thing going in your friendship, and you need to be friends first, obviously, before you can be anything more. So you have this strong base on your relationship, but it's not changing. It's stagnant at this time. It needs to move forward one way or another, but you are both complicit in letting it stagnate at this time. Now, advice. Interestingly, we have 3 cards here. Okay, so we have 3 court cards here. One is a fire sign, one is a water sign, and one is an air sign. So these are embodiments of different attributes. So it seems to me like these may be the attributes in your relationship that have been muted over time by this stagnation here. Okay, so this stagnation has muted the passion of the fire sign, the kindness and sensitivity of the water sign, and the directness of the air signs, of the swords. So this is, and because there was no earth sign with the pentacles, you have the stability, you have the other attributes. So this is telling me that this union is providing everything you need in terms of stability within a couple, of a friendship, but it's lacking in passion. It's maybe lacking in a bit of the sensitivity. You maybe have become so familiar with each other that you don't realize some of the things you say, and that is underscored by the King of Swords. So the King of Swords can also be very cutting with his words. So the advice of these 3 cards is to bring out more of these attributes in your relationship. Be more daring, like the fire signs. Be more sensitive and open, like the water signs, and be more direct, like the King of Swords, because the King of Swords never minces words, never beats around the bush, always tells it like it is. Now, you don't have a a coins card for the earth element, because you have plenty of stability with this relationship right now, but these are the things that are missing and would need to be worked on by both of you. So both of you are kind of leaving things out when you're talking to each other, not addressing things directly. Both of you may kind of be a tiny bit insensitive. When you are with somebody for a long time and you become very familiar with them, you can say some things that are, a little bit insensitive, or even take them for granted. Definitely taking them for granted. So this is to be more sensitive to that. And the Queen of Wands, she wants us to express more of our passion for this person, and because it was there, it was always there. Where's that fire card? This is the passion card, lust and passion. So it was always there. It's always there, lurking underneath, even if you feel like your relationship has lost its fire. The advice cards are telling us to be more fiery like the Queen of Wands, to be more sensitive like the King of Cups, and not take them for granted, and be more direct when our needs are not being met, and let the other person know. So they are cards of, not of particular actions, but attitude change, little attitude shifts that can make you grow more together. Okay, and in the final column, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Star, and we have the Five of Swords. All right, so this is going to be a bit of a challenge to bring this up with the other person. Since we have the Queen here, we may be waiting for them to get to us, to tell us, to show their sensitivity first, to be the one to reach out and discuss this first. But if we do that, we will be waiting for a long, long time. Now, if we try to approach them, they may not be open to discussing this at the time. But I do see that there is a great improvement in the relationship at some point. It just doesn't look like it's going to happen by the end of the year. This is something that's going to need to be ongoing and worked on by both of you. One of you needs to be showing more sensitivity, and one of you needs to be less self-critical, because I would see the Seven of Swords as the card that is dealing with betrayals from outside, from deception from outside, but the Five of Swords is inner betrayal or depression. So it's going to go on like this for a while, being overly nice in terms of not wanting to address things full on. And there is some depression here, maybe on your end, or you're dealing with a depressed partner, but it will turn out good in the end if you keep these bits of advice in mind. Keep in mind that there needs to be balance within our life, and it seems like this relationship is really, really good, but it is out of balance, and that is what the advice cards show. So there's a lot of hope, but we need to balance out these other elements in our life, in the way that we relate to each other, because right now the only element that is evident is the Coins card of stability, and he's being very stagnant right now because these three other elements, passion, kindness and sensitivity, and confrontation, are out of balance in your relationship and need to be addressed. Okay, Leo? Did that make sense? I think it kind of came together overall, but it's not something that is going to, that you're going to have an aha moment within the next 6 months. It's just something to keep in mind, to work on. You're missing 3 out of the 4 elements of a stable relationship and well, maybe not even missing, but they have been muted down over time, and things have become a little bit stagnant. So pursue the attributes of the cups, the wands, and the swords, the positive sides of the swords, and things will get better. And you can deal with this depressing state, and you can find the appreciation for the other person that seems to be missing right now, because you seem to be taking each other for granted, or maybe, well, yeah, each other, definitely each other. You're so content with the way things are that you don't realize that things could be so much better. Okay, Leo? Thanks so much for being here. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it does, please leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because that helps me on YouTube. And also, don't forget to tell 2 friends about my video, because they may need to hear these messages as well. Thanks for being here, Leo. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.